I don't care. I don't care.
You don't know because you weren't there, man.
Because that's what they say. Numbets.
You ready?
Yeah. Let's go. You know where you're going, yeah?
What, in life? Yeah, it's just up here. Actually, no,
Life. Life's an interesting thing.
I'll take a left on it.
I've realised, and I reckon, that life's quite a lot like Tron. You know Tron? Film with the game?
No.
Well,
The film with the game?
yeah, basically it's this film, and in the film there's a game. I think it's also called Tron. And the premise is there's a couple of futuristic motorbikes and they're racing along. But the object of the game isn't to win a race, it's to actually get your opponent to crash, because there's two players, there's a red player and a blue player or something. And anyway, the longer you go for, you leave this trail behind you, and that's what you crash into.
Oh, like Snake? Like that game Snake?
Yeah. It's quite a lot like Snake, actually.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, anyway, so yeah, life is a bit like Tron, because the longer you go for in life, the more chance you have of crashing violently into your past.
But who's the other player?
What?
You said there's a red player and a blue player. Who's the other player in life?
No, it's a metaphor, that's by the by, you know.
Is it? It could be a family member or a
Yeah,
friend.
but, well, it could be
or
any,
like
whatever,
enemy or
yeah,
something.
whatever you want. It doesn't...
I mean, wouldn't you need one for everyone that you meet?
Oh my
in your life?
God.
I don't know how many people you meet, like thousands?
Forget it.
I mean, millions, I don't know.
Snake was a better metaphor,
But,
because it's one...
I mean, it would just be unplayable.
Yeah.
Yeah, Snake is better.
Yeah, let's go with Snake. Want to hear philosophy number 2 without ruining it?
Oh, you've got another one, have you?
Yeah.
Go on then.
This is a good one. It's better. Life is a little bit like shoveling sugar for an angry-looking goat. Digest that.
Shoveling sugar for an angry goat.
You got it?
How come?
Well, so you're there, you're shoveling the sugar, and suddenly you realise, what the hell am I doing? So you turn to the person next to you and you're like, why are we shoveling sugar for an angry-looking goat? And they just sort of look up and go, shh, just look busy, and kind of nod in the direction of the goat.
What?
The goat looks really angry.
Who's the goat?
Everyone? The government, maybe?
The government?
Yeah, well, no, but... you know, everyone, just people who hate the homeless or the unemployed.
They're angry goats.
It's not all the time, just when they're angry at stuff like that.
Okay, and why are they digging sugar?
Shoveling.
What's the difference?
Well, digging implies you're on top of the sugar, I guess. It's just kind of like...
No, but I mean, what's the significance of shoveling? What does it mean?
Well, it's, you know, it's jobs, you know, like a task. The jobs that people do and have.
Oh, I like the way you say people, as in some strange group that you observe them with their crazy jobs.
Yeah, that's good. You know, I'm gonna get a job. I can get a job anytime I want. I could get a job pretty much anywhere I want. Could, you know, I could get a job at Burger King.
Burger King?
Burger King. Burger King. Right? No, Burger King.
No,
there.
we're not going to Burger King.
Let's go to Burger King.
We just set off.
Yeah, but we're
not going to Burger King.
5 minutes. Let's go to Burger King. We're making a good time. Let's stop at Burger King. Get a Whopper.
No.
Get a Whopper. Whopper.
No.
Get a Whopper.
No.
A Whopper.
No.
Whopper.
No.
A Whopper.
No.
I love it tonight.
Thanks, buddy.
Do you think we should pick up some booze on the way?
Dunno. You know what? They might start putting warnings on alcohol soon.
Oh, what, like this will get you drunk?
No, just like the general health warnings, like on cigarettes.
I've always thought that they should put some kind of mention of the effect on the bottle. I mean, if you look at a bottle of red wine or something, it'll say dry, fruity flavour, made from grapes, and they think, oh, that sounds nice, and then take it home and suddenly they're drunk. I mean, that's not really fair, is it? I mean, even on bleach you get a warning, it says it's hazardous.
Yeah, but alcohol has how many units it's got in it. On the bottle, usually.
But someone might not know what alcohol is.
That's crazy. I think certain assumptions have to be made. Someone might not know what hazardous means. And so they go to the shop and they think, oh, well, this bleach does quite a good job of cleaning my sink and my bath, so I must be able to clean my baby with it.
Well, if they know so much about alcohol, then surely they know the dangers.
No, people don't, though, do they? And people forget anyway. That's why, you know, with cigarettes, that's a huge reminder.
Yeah, I suppose it's good on cigarettes, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, it's right there on the packet. I mean, if you're a smoker, you can't get away from it. You just pick up the packet and you can see it there with your own eyes.
Unless you're blind.
Yeah, but then you're fucked anyway, aren't you?
You know, my granddad died of emphysema or lung cancer or something from smoking.
God.
Yeah.
It's awful.
It's really terrible. So I was in Subway the other day.
Oh, yeah?
And...
Oh, did you get a free sandwich?
What?
Last week you got your last stamp. Means you're entitled to a free sandwich.
How the hell did you remember that?
I'm actually really, really observant for things like that. I think I should be a detective or something, because I'm always noticing, like, little details and things that people have said and where objects are and stuff. Could you pass me the lighter?
Yeah, we've been using matches, Inspector. So anyway, I was in Subway.
Were you?
Yeah, and
I actually think I was there.
I was just sort of waiting for the guy to make my sandwich, fiddling with things, you know.
Probably why I remember about the free sandwich.
I went over to the coffee machine and just sort of was idly pressing buttons. And suddenly, the coffee machine just breaks. It totally breaks, and coffee starts overflowing, pouring everywhere. It's ridiculous. It was so embarrassing. And I looked over at the guy, and he was like, you know you're going to have to pay for that. And I was like, yeah, that's fair enough. It's my fault, I'm sorry. And then, as I was paying, I thought to myself, that's really annoying. Because I could have really gone for a coffee. And so I said this to the guy, and he said, well, that's fine, you can have another coffee. And I was like, well, I know I can have another coffee, but I'll have to pay for two. And he's like, no, it's free refills. Free refills.
What?
If it's free refills, why did I have to pay for the first one? I mean, if the first one's free, and there's something, it doesn't matter. What? It doesn't make any sense. What?
You told me this already.
Did I?
You told me this at the time. It's a really boring story.
really go for a coffee now, actually.
Me too. But we've just stopped. However, I am completely lost. So we could probably do with getting a map as well.
Hooray! Map and coffee.
Yep.
Cheers to the coffee.
That's okay. Actually, you know, it's not okay. I'm always buying things for you. I bought the Burger King, that coffee, I even bought the map.
Well, I'll tell you what. You can keep the map.
Look, you know I'm good for the money, baby.
No, it's not about the money. I mean, don't you want to feel as if you've paid for something? I mean, this coffee, I earned this. I feel I earned it. And it just tastes all the more sweeter.
Probably something to do with the 3 sugars as
I mean,
well.
this is mine. My hard work when it... Fuck! Fuck!
Here you go. You've earned this.
Oh, yours is disgusting. Fuck. Fucking. It's quite a funny word, actually. I think it's because it's got a K in it, because I saw this website.
Oh my
where-
god. Oh my god, I've just realised. Women expect to be stalked.
What?
I think so. You know, like on the internet, sort of gather information about them first before you actually go out with them.
Yeah. Stalking. You're right. It's like it's not taboo anymore.
No. It's like you don't actually stand a chance with a woman unless you stalk her first.
It's raised the bar.
I suppose if you had to justify it, you know, could just say you're interested and you're making the effort.
Yeah. Why is it always the man that has to prove himself? I mean, they talk about sexual equality, but...
But you don't agree with it?
No, well, I just think... I don't know, you look back to times where women had a more servile role, and I think they looked a lot happier. You know, because like they knew their place.
Okay, so freedoms, the right to vote, choice, all bollocks.
Choice, exactly, choice. It's having choice actually depresses women. There's so much to choose from in life that it overwhelms them and it brings them down. I think, given the choice, women would choose not to have a choice.
Right. Well, moving on, I met on Saturday an intelligent, perfectly content young lady. She was great.
Fair enough.
Nice tits too.
I mean, I'm not saying that I'm just talking
You're
about...
talking shit.
So anyway, how did it go with this lesbian?
Shut up. It's great. Well, it was okay. Until she said fiancé.
Or just the word fiancé?
No, She said, my fiance just got a job here.
Shit, that's
Yeah.
harsh. That's worse than boyfriend.
Yeah. The thing is, I had to remove every sexual thought from my head at that point. You
Yeah.
know? I had to completely change my agenda.
Yeah, you have to suddenly think to yourself, what is there to gain from this exchange anymore? But you don't want to be an arsehole, so you have to switch to talking to them like a person. I mean, you've got to face the fact that there is no chance with this woman. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, fiance's really strong. She has agreed to marry another man. Marry. And soon.
Yeah. It just becomes two people having a conversation, I guess, at that point. You know, that exciting possibility that, like, something might happen is gone. Out the window completely. You know? In a way, I'm just kind of wasting time that I could spend talking to someone who is single, that I stand a chance with. And anyone who might be interested in me just sees me having this conversation, this actual long conversation with a woman.
Yeah, and in a way, it's worse than if they're married. I mean, if they're married, at least there's the chance that they might be unhappy or looking for excitement or something. I mean, fiancé is like a big signal that they really have a boyfriend. I mean, boyfriend on its own could mean anything.
You could have been with them for 2 weeks. Could have been with them for 7 years, living together and raised a boy.
Yeah, and there's the excitement of finding out exactly what sort of boyfriend it is and whether there's a chance she might cheat on him. God, together 2 weeks. Why are women so eager to use the word boyfriend? I hate women.
You hate women.
Do you think I'm a misogynist?
Well, based purely on what you just said, yeah, you're a misogynist.
I don't really hate them. It's not their fault. Do you ever think how cars look like little faces? Like two angry eyes staring at you. And then a big wide mouth with gritted teeth. Grimace. The only language of the car is the beep, the flash, and the ram.
Yeah. It's probably why there's so much road rage. If a pedestrian is like on the road, walking along and they stop in the middle of the road and another pedestrian comes up, I guess they can just kind of like ask politely to get by or just kind of using polite body language, you know, make their way around really easily. But like, if a car is in the middle of the road, stopped, like at a traffic light, it's green, and another car comes up behind them, the car in the back, it becomes really angry because, you know, they're just stopped there and they don't know what the reason is. You know, it could be anything. It could be having engine problems, could be a new driver and they're just having, you know, problems, maybe they've stalled or whatever. It's just angry faces that can barely communicate, all sharing one road and trying to get somewhere as fast as possible.
Cars are a lot like women, really.
Oh God.
No, I mean in a nice way.
Oh God.
They all come in different shapes and sizes. Some are sporty, some are more elegant, some are cute, some are trashy and broken and just desperate for men to inject petrol and oil into them. And, you know, you can get inside them and test drive them, see what you think. And, you know, sometimes you might think, wow, this feels really good and it feels right and it feels really nice inside them. And if you can afford it, it's yours.
Yeah. Only, cars don't generally rip out a guy's heart, throw it onto the road and then drive over it repeatedly.
No.
I'll tell you what though, no, some women are like cars. Those frozen heart vans, you know, the ones that carry around hearts for transplants.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Iced up, yeah. Like that. Women that pluck out men's hearts and then keep them in their little Vixen freezers for safekeeping.
I don't think I've ever seen heart transplant vans as evil.
Yeah, well, you've never had one cheat on you.
No. Well, Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen goes into his friend's house, and in the corner of one of the rooms is a big van with a load of frozen hearts in it and a flashing light on the top. And he says to his friend, "There's a terrific ambulance in this room."
That's terrible. Who's Lawrence Lois Bowen?
It doesn't matter.
Would he even say something like
No,
that?
it's Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen. He's an interior decorator or an interior designer. I don't know what the difference is. I suppose...
Why is there an ambulance in the room?
Look, the sort of thing he might say is, there's a terrific ambience in this room, but ambulance sounds a bit like Where the hell are we?
You know what? Don't worry. Don't worry. Let's just let the spirit of the road take us... There. Stop in there. Stop in there.
Right, you're going to go and ask?
What? Why do I have to do it?
Because I have to man the car.
Oh, you have to man the car. Well, you have to man the car because you're such a man. You can't stop and ask for directions because you're such a man. You hate women because you're such a man.
By the way, if there's a woman in there, give her a fucking smack from me. And don't listen to anything she says, because her brain's wired up all wrong. You can't believe I mean that.
Doesn't mean anything he says because he's such a man.
Well,
I think we're going the right way.
good enough for me. Oh, so you got money for bounties then?
No, it was the change from the coffees. You want half? You know, apparently, when you eat chocolate, the sort of chemicals that go through your brain at the time are the exact same chemicals that goes through a woman's brain when she's having sex.
Really?
Yeah.
So that's what a woman feels like when she's having sex?
Yeah. Only without the coconut.
It's not great. It's alright.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Your mama says she's your mama.
What are you reading?
Yeah, it's sort of self-healing.
Why have you bought a book?
Something to read on the journey.
But I'm the only other person in the car. You've brought a book along for a car journey with two people. What am I supposed to do?
Drive.
Great.
Man the car.
So I've got to stare at the road and grip onto the steering wheel while my palms get sweaty and my ankles getting achy,
Oh.
while you recline with a book. a load of bollocks anyway.
What?
Some guy's just written some crap things everyone wants to read.
What?
Everyone just goes and buys it.
Which? Are you trying to start a fight with my book? Because it'll fucking have you.
Put it away! I hate books!
Why do you hate books?
They're pointless. I mean, I'd much rather watch a film. Why in this day and age are people still reading books?
Because most films are just a load of bollocks.
Yeah, but I mean, with a film, you can actually see what's going on, and you can hear what people sound like, and you know, it's more dramatic because you've got music sort of building everything up, and effects and weird little shots to make it interesting, and you know, it's snappy and to the point. It never goes off on weird little tangents, so it cuts to the chase. Literally, sometimes there's a car.
I think you should read more books.
I've read books; they're boring.
Maybe you're boring. Maybe you're just not using enough imagination to sort of picture the scene and stuff.
I don't see why I have to. I mean, something in a film is going to be far better than what my imagination can come up with.
I bet you've got a really monotonous reading voice, haven't you? Inside. Yeah, but it's really like. He stood there on top of the chasm and knew that soon he would be falling, and he saw the man who had been ruining his life above him glaring down at him with his hand on his wife's throat. Give me the emerald, he said. And this is you reading the Empire Strikes Back. Luke, I am your father. No, it's true. That's impossible.
So, you've got a really dramatic, theatrical voice in your head.
Yeah, and I use it for everything. I use it even for non-fiction, like this. Like, experts say that laughter is the best medicine. However, it is never readily available in a pharmacy. Actually, that is really true.
You bore me. By the way, next time you get me a bounty, could you get me a dark chocolate one?
You know, like milk?
Well, I just prefer dark. I mean, it's really nice, but you never seem to see it in shops.
It's probably because milk's better.
Well, it's a matter of opinion, really. I mean, you do like your milk.
I do.
Actually, you owe me milk.
What? How can I owe you milk? How much you need?
I don't know, just some. I mean, you know when you come round to visit or something?
Yeah.
It's nice to see you.
Thanks, mate.
But you drink far too much milk. I mean, you love milk. You seem to love milk. I mean, so much so that you use up all of my milk, and I never have any milk for putting milk in tea or milk in cereal or milk in anything.
What can I say? I like my milk.
Well, that's fair enough, but it'd be nice if you could replace it.
I'm sorry, I didn't realise you want me to replace everything that I use up in your house. Like, would you like me to buy you some toilet roll as well? And maybe I could buy a canister of oxygen and just sort of spray oxygen in all the rooms that I breathe the most in.
Air doesn't just contain oxygen. Okay, well, you just tend to finish the milk. So it'd be nice if you replaced it, or at least told me that you finished the milk. Jesus. I mean, you sometimes put empty milk bottles back in the fridge.
I don't like to see the fridge looking so empty.
Look, it's not about the money. It's just, when I want milk, I like to open the fridge and expect to see milk there. And if the milk is running out, then I go and buy more milk to replace it, so the milk never runs out. And it'd just be nice, when you finish up the milk, you could tell me about it, or go and get some milk yourself. I mean, why do you drink so much milk?
Healthy bones.
Healthy bones. Well, why don't you use those healthy bones to go down to the shop and get me some milk?
What? Yeah, I haven't got the time. I've got things to do.
What are you doing with your time? Drinking milk by the sounds of it.
Look, if you like milk so much, why don't you buy a milk dispensing machine or something like buy a cow. You should buy a cow. Just get a cow, and then I can just be. Oh, it's my. Yeah, it's delicious. I might get a refill on that.
Please stop doing that.
Keep going. Just.
Do a duck.
Oh,
Do a sheep. What else can you do?
I can do Christopher Walken.
Is he a farmyard animal?
No, but I'm sure he's probably played one of them. Yeah.
Okay, do it.
Okay, well, it's a little bit underdeveloped, but basically I can only do him saying his own name. But, Christopher Walken. Huh? Christopher Walken?
When does he say his own name?
Oh, he must say his own name. He's meeting somebody, introducing himself. Hi, my name's Christopher Walken. How do you do?
Have you ever met him?
No, but I'm sure he must say his name at some point.
I've never heard him say his own name.
Well, when you do, you'll see.
It doesn't sound like him. It sounds like Robert De Niro?
Robert De Niro.
Do Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
Say hello to my little
Where? Left to right, man. Left to right. You got to choose. Left to right. You got to choose. Left to right, man. Left to man.
Shit.
Wake up!
God,
I'm bored.
you're a cock.
Stop sleeping.
I was having a weird dream. Really weird. Just in the jungle or something, and I had these ants on my arms, all over my arms, and I was trying to brush them off, but they wouldn't come off, and I just kept going, ant bites! Ant bites! Ant bites! Ant bites! Ant bites! There was a naked woman at one point. Just ended up. I'm not going to get any sleep in this drive, am I? So you're just going to keep waking me up? Unless...
Unless?
What are you doing? We can't both be wearing sunglasses. We can't show up wearing the exact same thing at this place. We're already wearing suits. We've both got sunglasses. We've both got beards.
Beards?
We're both... Yeah. I can grow a beard. A beard.
Show me your beard.
It was quite full on, and
Here's
I
my beard.
shaved it off.
Where's yours? I win.
I win.
It's a nice hat.
It's a shit hat.
Take the compliment, man.
It's a shit hat.
A compliment is first and foremost that. A compliment. It is given and must be first accepted gratefully. Only then can you move on to analysis, debate, reflection, 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 reflection. I'm surrounded by mirrors. 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 Mirrors.
What are you doing? Shut up! You don't have to talk the entire time. Can we not just have a little bit of silence? Fucking hell. Listen to this, right? Anger is an imagined emotion. If we learn
No,
to
you don't have to read everything out loud, you know. Not every silence has to be filled with reading.
This stuff is so true.
You know, I was in the park the other day and I saw two things. Firstly, I saw these two squirrels having sex, and Mr. Squirrel was chasing after Miss Squirrel and just kept trying to mount her violently, and she kept running away. It was horrible. It was basically rape. Animal sex is an ugly thing. Sex for procreation is an ugly, ugly thing. Sex for pleasure is beautiful. The second thing I saw was two joggers standing over a dead magpie. Had they killed it? Sorry, I'll buy you another.
That was the map.
Shit. Well, it's okay. We really needed that map.
That's all right. Maybe we can. If you turn around, we can. Oh, just pub. Stop at the pub. Be right back.
Are you allowed to? Did you have a drink?
Hey, yeah, my man. Okay,
Because I went in, and just three guys. There was three of them. They were all with the same. And all right, so I asked a bit, but all right, but I'll tell you a bit more of that later because it's well good. Because
You've been gone ages. Did you find out where this place is?
Yeah, but then, listen, no, listen. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right. Okay, look. You got the map.
No.
No.
Told them as well. All right. We're gonna. We drive.
We drive, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you dick. I'll go and ask.
We drive north. Is it north?
You're around.
That's fine. We've got loads of change left over from Burger King anyway. No, I'm nearly there now. Yeah, I can see from here. Yeah. Hey, get this, ready? How many naan bets does it take to screw in a light bulb?
I don't care. I don't care.
You don't know, because you weren't there, man!